Welcome back to the channel, Racer X here, and today I thought I might put a short video together for you using some of the footage I got the other night when I was at Bradenton Motorsports Park. I actually went out there with the intention of getting some practice in my Demon 170, doing the drag racing, working on the launch, working on the trans brake, all of that good stuff, and I ran into all sorts of obstacles while I was out there. It is one of the busiest nights I think I've ever seen at a track in my entire life. There were so many cars, most of them on street tires. A really tough night to go get any sort of practice in on this car, but I did do a couple of roll races. And no, I don't always show you every pass I do in this car. I go out to practice, and sometimes it just doesn't make for good footage. And sometimes I just want to go out there and not worry about doing all the filming and stuff. I just kind of want to learn the car and get better with the car. And in the spirit of that, I thought I would show you guys some of the clips from the other night, just kind of some fun clips, and show you why it is such a challenge, at least here at Bradenton, why it's such a challenge to go out and actually get any quality passes in this car. So it's kind of a fun little video. If you guys are brand new to the channel, do me a big gigantic favor, hit subscribe. You can find that button right over here, and don't forget, hit that notification bell so you're notified as to when all of my new content comes out, and off we go.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Before we get on with today's video, I just want to give the guys over at Improved Racing a quick shout out. They actually sent me something really nice for my Demon 170. So I'm actually getting ready to run outside and install this on the car. Let me show you what I got. And here it is, guys. Take a look right in here. This is one of the nicest catch cans on the market. I'm going to go ahead and unpack this thing. Now, some of you may be wondering why install a catch can in the first place. Well, I've installed catch cans on all of my performance-oriented cars, and it's not unique to a trim like the Demon. You could put this on your Hellcat, your Scat Pack, your RT, your Mustang 5.0, your Subaru. It really doesn't matter. These things really do make a big difference, and really the whole purpose for an item like this. It's pretty easy to install, it's easy to empty, but it keeps all of the oil particulates that would normally be going into your intake out of your intake, which cause deposits in your engine and will eventually rob horsepower. So even though this is a pretty uninvasive mod to install, it's very important for the performance of your engine and keeping your engine happy. So after only 15 minutes, check out how clean this install is. They put a lot of thought into where they tucked this little thing away and how to design it, and it came out great. Really easy to install it. Only one little hose right here that went between the supercharger and the intake right here. So you've got new hoses coming off. You've got the in right over here. You've got the out right here. It's really easy to do. So it took me no time at all. Installation was super clean, and I'm really happy with it. So there you go, catch can is all installed on the Demon. It was very quick, very easy, and truly one of the nicest catch cans on the market. And now I have the peace of mind, there will be no oil getting into my intake on this monster for the foreseeable future. I'm just gonna empty it out maybe before I go racing. Should be really easy. Now, if you want one of these catch cans, they will give you the same deal that they gave me. They'll give you $100 off. All you have to do is go to their website, enter RacerX as the promo code, and you can get that deal. Now, this is only a limited time offer till the 25th of this month. They gave me 2 weeks to get to you guys and have you guys use my code. So go check out Improved Racing's website, get yourself one of these brand new awesome catch cans, and keep your engines happy. All right, guys, I'm actually getting ready to run a roll race in the Demon 170. No, that's not really what this car is engineered for, but I was kind of hoping if I could generate enough speed that I could kind of show what the Demon's top speed is actually limited to. I'm going to start this first one in drag, the same way you would have it like when you're doing a normal drag race. And supposedly that is the setting where they don't limit it to 149 mile an hour. I don't know if the car will do 149 mile an hour in this roll race. I'm going to try and leave somewhere around 30 miles an hour and see what it will get to at the finish line. But you'd be surprised because you get to the finish line faster. You would think your top speed would be much faster, but it doesn't always translate on roll races. Here we go. See what she'll do. Well, guys, that
was only a 1:43.69, so you just get to the finish line so much faster when you're already traveling at like 35 miles an hour. It really isn't all that different from when you're regular racing a dig. I mean, it's kind of strange how it works, but as I mentioned, I didn't think I would quite get enough real estate to test out the theory at 150 miles an hour. But I'm gonna run it again and see what it does. All right, it looks like we're gonna race a little hot hatch over here. I have no idea how fast this thing is. I've seen cars like this at 2K. Some of these things run like 7s. I have no idea what that thing's capable of. We're gonna find out in just a second. On that one, it was a little slower. I did spin coming off the line. They don't really prep for the roll racing, as you can imagine, so you have to kind of be pretty ginger with the throttle when you first get on it. I did spin and get a little squirrely, and it did hurt my time. About 142 mile an hour. That little hatchback I just raced went 146 something mile an hour. Good gosh, a little pocket rocket. But hey, you know what? You just never know when you're going to go race somebody. Not really scratching the surface in terms of getting the car up to speed. I'm not really getting on the limiter at that 149. That's what I was kind of hoping to see, if it was going to cut power at 149 miles an hour. I just can't get there. I need a little bit more real estate to do it. And if I leave a little bit early, unfortunately, I tend to spin. So I have to be very careful not to spin and go out of control on these roll races. All right, guys, the Demon is sitting here cooling off. Did a couple of roll races earlier, which you actually just got to see. Car went like 143 something. It's a little bit weird with roll racing because you just run out of real estate really fast. So you would think the mile an hour would be a lot faster when you roll race, but usually it isn't. And I found that in my Hellcat as well. It ran right about the same mile an hour as it would in a dig race. So, but the car's sitting here ready to go. I've got the front pressures kind of turned up a little bit. Rear pressures are somewhere around 18. A lot of really cool cars out here tonight, guys. Check out this GTO. Good looking ride there. He's, of course, running a big tire on the back, at least relatively big. He's got a, not a huge tire, but certainly running a slick of sorts. Really nice car over here as well. Now, a lot of these guys, as I mentioned before, are running street tires. That's pretty much what you're going to see all over here. So the prep tonight might be really suspect. I think I may have come out on the wrong night, but at least I'm trying. So anyway, we'll walk down through here, kind of see what other cars they've got. There's a zillion guys. This line goes all the way back, guys, as you can see. People are running all sorts of different street cars out here tonight. Guys, you can see this line goes all the way back. There's a zillion cars. I may only get one run in tonight, guys. I'm just not timing this very well at all. Big spin off the hit, guys. It did not dead hook, even at 18 pounds in the back. Big old burnout, didn't matter. I've got to get out here with better prep. The car is not going to hold. Best case scenario, on a light trans brake, I might be able to leave and make it like a 9.7 pass. Not going to make a good time with this DA and this prep tonight, guys. But at least I got to roll race the car, so there's that. So there you go, a pretty challenging night indeed. And many people may say, why in the world would you not be able to make so much more speed at the top end of the track if you're already going 35 miles an hour? It just doesn't really work that way, guys. You're already going through the beams at speed, which means you get to the top end of the track faster. So you basically have less real estate to make all of that speed. And when you really talk about top end mile an hour performance, when it comes to roll races, it really is all about
horsepower. And yes, this thing makes good horsepower. My 1,000 horsepower Hellcat would mile an hour right around 140, 141 in roll races. You saw this one do about 144 with slightly more horsepower. That doesn't surprise me in the least. That is just about what this car is going to do in that DA, which wasn't very good, and into a 20 mile an hour headwind, which also doesn't help anything. I'm not unhappy with the performance of the car at all. And of course, we saw I tried to drag race once with the prep not being there and all the street cars out there. That was never going to happen. So truth is, I'm going to have to get out there during private event testing where the prep is really good to really be able to enjoy this car and get solid practice in with the car. But this is just some fun footage I thought I would share with you guys. I don't always just show wins. I don't always just show losses. I try and show a lot of other things that I do with the car. So I thought this might be a fun one. Let me know what you guys think about the roll racing with the Demon in the comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. So until then, Racer X.